Jointly charged with a non-capital murder, Belmont residents 31-year-old Jude Buckmeyer, a construction worker, and his nephew 22-year-old Stephen Buckmeyer, a boat maintenance worker, made their first court appearance before the St. George Magistrate Court on Tuesday morning. Both men were charged with the murder of Darron Coutain, a 31-year-old Belmont resident from Pearls, St. Andrew. According to reports, Jude Buckmeyer and the deceased, Darron Coutain, had an altercation at his shop in Belmont, St. George last Thursday night. At around 5 a.m. Friday morning, while preparing for work at his home, Coutain was attacked and severely beaten. He later died as a result of blunt trauma to his head and rib area. Darron Coutain's sister, Tanisha Coutain, claims her brother was brutally attacked by 5 individuals and not 2.
Around 5 o'clock, they called me, girlfriend called me, and she said to me, she see about 4 guys, 1 girl running from where he's staying in the house, and with plank and iron, which the girl was saying he half to dead, he most dead. So when she ran down there, she met my brother lying down on the bed on his side with blood running out from his nose and his mouth. And he was showing his head, where he gets several blows in his head and also on his side. Did get a lot of leaks. To be honest with you, his brain on the left side, fracture. His whole body on the left side from his brain go down, fractures.
Tanisha said her brother had no time to defend himself and should not have died in such a manner. She explained that by the time she was able to reach the hospital and process the situation, she was told her brother had died.
They rushed him to ICU, and they spent a while with him in ICU, and then they came back and they told me that we're sorry we lost him. I feel very sad, and God hear me. I mean, I wish I could give them back the same blow they give to my brother. He didn't have to go that way. He didn't have to go that way at all.
The grieving sister is calling for justice for her brother as she explains that her entire family is heartbroken by the incident. Meanwhile, Jerry Edwin, the lawyer representing Jude and Stephen Buckmeyer, says the unfortunate death of Coutain is as a result of having a soft skull.
This is an unfortunate incident that involves, I dare say, a victim who had a soft skull. Indeed, although the charge is of the most serious type, the victim in this case was not maliciously attacked. There was no extreme violence, no brutality of any exaggerated kind.
The lawyer says he anticipates that the charges against Stephen will be dropped as evidence he reviewed indicates that the 22-year-old played no role in the death of Coutain.
From the evidence before the court and what I have seen, Stephen played no role in causing the death of the deceased. So we anticipate that the prosecution, after looking at the evidence in this unfortunate incident that occurred in Belmont last Friday, will and should discontinue the case against young Stephen McDonald.
You would like the charges dropped against Stephen. Are you looking for bail for Jude?
I will be applying for bail to the High Court because, as you know, the Magistrates Court does not have jurisdiction over these matters. So we anticipate that a bail application will be made before the High Court, before the end of this week, for Stephen Buckmeyer.
Jude and Stephen Buckmeyer were remanded at His Majesty's prison until their next court date appearance on October 21st. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.